Hey y'all, good evening. I'm 1 minute early. Oh yeah, I see other people. Hey y'all, good evening.
Hey, Brittany.
Hey, how are you, Bill?
I'm doing great. You are rocking.
Great, thank you.
Congrats.
Super, thank you. Super excited for everyone hopping on. I see familiar faces. Hello, hello. So, Dee Dee and I were chatting earlier today, and I said, she suggested, Dory did as well. I said, we just need to hop on and answer questions and educate a little bit more on these products. We have a lot of people flowing in, and they're going to be wondering about the products, how they work, how they use them, all the things. So that's what we're here doing. This may be like a rough draft Zoom, but we'll definitely do another one as well. Hey Dee Dee, I see her. She is a wealth of knowledge. I'm so glad that she's here, kind of helping me with this. And then hopefully on the next one, we can get Dory hopped on as well and just answer any questions that y'all have. But I really, first and foremost, I want to say thank you for being here. And for those watching the replay, I really just kind of want to go over the products, how they work, maybe give some suggestions on how to take them. I've been sending information to our team members, to clients, how to take the products as well. But Dee Dee, I'd love for them to hear from you because you've been here a little bit longer than me, and you have way more knowledge on the products than I do. I just know that they work, and I know that I like them. Um, so if you don't mind, I'm going to pass it to you and just let you speak on the products for a little bit, and then at the end, I'll check the chats and we'll answer some questions for people that are here, and just help as many people as we can all at once.
Okay. Well, I apologize for the horrible lighting. I have a log house and I still have not. I don't do lives like you do all the time, Brittany. You can tell I've got a dog in the background scratching at its grate. You'll hear chicks going down there peeping. But anyway, I'm happy to be on here and to share a little bit about the Agravitae products. Um, so it kind of dates back for me like 10 years ago when we had a product that was very, very similar. That company is no longer in business, and I tried it all. I didn't try injections, but I tried all the stuff that you see the advertising for on Facebook. Nothing works for me. And then somebody said that they had reformulated that product that we had way back when. So I was like so excited. So there's a whole lot of different ingredients in there, and instead of going through each ingredient, I think the better thing is what does it do for me, right? People don't want to know what's in it; they want to know what does it do for me. So I will say that if I could have named them, I wouldn't have named them AM and PM, simply because people think you take the AM in the morning and PM at night. Um, and the one thing about these products is everybody's body's different. They respond differently. So we sort of have to tweak it a little bit. I know for you, you like your AM by itself. For me, I like to take the AM and the PM together. They're just kind of a perfect balance. So what I tell people is these products are getting your body in balance. That's really what they do. They make your body work like it's supposed to. And so the weight is just like a side effect. You lose weight because your body is healthy. It's got what it needs. The hormones start balancing out. We do have a thermogenic in there, so that kind of boosts the metabolism for people like me who have a really sluggish metabolism. That also gives you energy. So people will say, I feel like the Energizer Bunny. Everybody likes that. Well, not everybody. Some people don't. Like the rush that they get with it. I know for you, one of the benefits that you've seen has been the focus and the clarity. You've talked about coming off of one of your medications. because you don't need it anymore. And so it's just about it gets your brain in balance. It changes the way we think about food. We don't have cravings anymore. The emotional things are not causing us to run to the refrigerator to grab chocolate, or you kind of alternate between salty and sweet when you're binge eating. I don't know, I do anyway. We don't have that anymore because it helps with appetite suppression. We crave water. That's something people say, are you supposed to crave water all the time? Yes, because your body needs it. We are just incredibly dehydrated, and so we want more water. Um, the AM capsule also with your energy and your focus and your balance, it just gives you kind of an even keel energy that lasts all day. It's not like other energy products that you'll have the high up and the crash down. So that's the AM capsule. The PM capsule, I wish, was called the chill pill. I'd like to call the AM capsule the happy pill and the PM capsule the chill pill, because it does help with mood, the AM capsule. The PM capsule really helps with anxiety. A lot of people also have said, hey, I don't really feel like I don't need these medications anymore because I don't have those anxious feelings anymore. I will say that with any medication, you need to speak with your healthcare provider. You don't just come off of them. Some of them you have some rebound effect or some withdrawals if you come off of them too fast. So always check with your healthcare provider. But the other thing that I think is kind of like the missing secret of the PM is it helps balance your cortisol levels. So we live in a society where it's fight or flight. We're always in high adrenaline, go, go, go mode. And it's kind of like, I call it the cortisol switch, like a light switch, never gets turned off. And when that happens, we get that belly fat. That's where we get all that visceral fat that surround our organs. That's so unhealthy. So if we take that PM capsule, it's like turning the switch off for the cortisol. So now we're not making cortisol anymore. The cortisol levels lower. We start to have our insulin starts to balance out. We don't have the blood sugar issues that we sometimes experience when we're out of balance. So we see blood pressure normalize. We see blood sugar normalize. We can't talk about disease conditions, but we can talk about body functions. And so those are things that those functions begin to work properly again. So for me, I take that PM capsule in the morning when I take my AM capsule, and it allows me to take another one in the middle of the day. If I took just the AM capsule, the second one would be too much. I'm really, really caffeine sensitive. So I love to be able to take that PM. It balances me out. And then, the tincture, we call that secret sauce. It is Graviola, 5 times stronger than if you were just taking it plain because it's been concentrated. And I'm just going to tell people to go Google Graviola, because then they'll know all the things it does, and we don't have to mention disease conditions. But I like to use Google Scholar or PubMed.gov, where you can go and actually see research instead of see what Joe Blow says about what he thinks Graviola does or doesn't do. I like to see something that has some validity to it. And then there's the detox tea, and we literally could spend a whole 30 minutes just talking about why we should detox, but it's important. Anybody that plateaus needs to detox. Our liver is the workhorse, and we need to take care of it if we want to be able to burn fat. So I try to make that as short and sweet as possible. If there's any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. I love your story. Your story is just amazing to me, because it's exciting to see people feel the freedom that they get when they're not having to worry about getting prescriptions filled.
Yes, I agree. And for so long, that was my first thing to do. And I think we've been conditioned to fill that void with a pharmaceutical. Um, it's just go to the doctor. You go to the doctor will fix it, right? And you said something on the video with Dory that was really like a light bulb moment for me, that a pharmaceutical will force your body to do something, and it'll do it for you. And finding a plant-based nutraceutical will encourage your body to do what it's meant to do. And I was like, wow, it's that simple. And I was like, I am so glad she said that. That makes so much sense now. And, we could go into all these stories of all the medications I've taken, but I won't waste y'all's time. But that was something that I was like, that's what I'm looking forward to moving forward, is just getting my body back to where it's just working the way that God meant it to, right? Um, Heather did have a question in the chat that I wanted you to answer. She said, when you take the second AM capsule, do you take it again with the second PM, or do you take it by itself?
Yes, yes.
So you do 2 and 2.
Yeah, when I take my AMs, I take my PMs. There are times when I need the extra energy and I know I'm going to burn it off, that I can leave off the PM. But that's just one of the ways I'm able to balance that energy, because I literally crawl out of my skin when I have too much caffeine, and it's not pretty. So it's not worth it to me to add that in without balancing it. I will say a couple things. One is, and I'm gonna have to get you to read those questions that are popping up, but
Okay.
one is with the PM capsule. Tim and I were talking about this today. It's about a 60-40. 60% of the people can take it before they go to bed and they sleep like a rock. I don't say baby because I've had babies and you've had babies, and babies don't sleep all the time. I don't like
That's
sleeping.
funny.
But there's other people that will wake up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning because their body's like, I don't need any more rest. I'm good. Nobody wants to get up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So if you push it back earlier in the daytime, you're working on your cortisol levels. You're working on handling anxiety and just chilling. And you still can sleep really well at night. It still will help you sleep better, even if you're taking it early in the day. So that's one thing. And then the other thing that I wanted to mention, when you repeated what I said, I'm like, wow, I said that. Yeah, I guess I did. But I think it's important that everybody knows, if you are taking medications, especially medications that are driving things in a direction, like blood pressure medication and blood sugar medication are the two that are the most important and the easiest to monitor, honestly. They are going to force your blood pressure down or force your blood sugar down. They also, this is one of my pet peeves with blood sugar medication. They also tell your pancreas it doesn't need to work anymore. I'm going to do it for you, instead of working with the pancreas so that it continues to do what it's supposed to do. That's why people end up insulin resistant when they were just a type 2 diabetic before. So it's just really important, if people are taking these, your body will normalize, which means that medication will drive your blood sugar or blood pressure too low. It is important to monitor.
Thank you for sharing that. I agree. And thank you for sharing that about the the different ways to take the capsules, because it's like a fish out of water. I am a fish out of water. I've been in beauty, the beauty industry. I can help you with your skin and your makeup. But when it comes to supplements, I look on the box and it says take it this way, but that's not the case. Every single one of my clients, almost every single one, has their own special way of taking it. So I just want to encourage those that are watching and those catching the replay. You may be like me and you may take an AM capsule by itself and you may love it. Or you may be like Dee Dee and Dory, who wake up and the first thing you do is you take your AM and PM together. I really encourage you to try both ways and figure out what works best for your body. And don't be afraid to figure out like the perfect, what am I trying to say? The perfect way. Yes. Because that is one thing that I found is that everyone takes them very differently. And I have clients who will take a second AM capsule mid-morning or before lunch. I've never needed a second one. It's this beautiful all day lasting thing for me with just one. And then I've had, the clients, like you said, the 60% who sleep like a rock when they take the PM, and that small percentage that don't. And so definitely play around with those and figure out like the perfect concoction for you that's going to get you your best results. I did see somebody ask in the chat about the tincture. When do we need to take the tincture?
Oh, that's a good question. So it kind of depends on what we're addressing, right? Because everybody's got different things that they need to address. I always tell people the best way to start is 1 dropper full in the morning and 1 dropper full at night. Unless you're going to forget the one at night and then just take 2 in the morning. So when is the best time? It's the best time you're going to remember it. That's why I was telling you, whatever's the most convenient that you won't forget. For people that are trying to balance blood sugar, I suggest that they take a dropper full before they eat.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, it goes in with your food when you eat. For people like me that take it because I have an autoimmune condition and I do stupid things like get out in the yard and work for 7 hours without stopping, I take it. If I'm achy, I take it. So you can't take too much of it. It's just a lot of people. I just listen to your body; it will tell you, right? If you just need a little pick me up in the afternoon and you don't need an AM capsule, maybe just a dropper full of tincture will be enough. But it definitely will address and help with balancing blood sugar and inflammation. I think if I had to pick one biggie that Graviola does, and it does a lot of things. We can talk about the immune system, but that's not really part of the weight management part, but inflammation is. Inflammation is huge. I don't know if you have seen Naomi, but she's only lost 10 pounds and she's down 6 sizes.
Wow.
Because of her inflammation.
Wow.
She had just a whole lot of inflammation. So it's just like, she just shrunk because now she doesn't have that anymore. So that would be the one thing that I would say the tincture is going to address for people that are working on weight loss.
And the detox tea, I have to say, I'm just going to be honest, it did sit in my cabinet for a minute. And I finally tried it and it's delicious.
Yeah.
And now I love it. And I'm doing it 2 to 3 times a week. Is that okay? Or should I do it more? I enjoy it with my lunch. I don't know if that's right or not, but I do enjoy it. So if you have the detox tea, I highly encourage you that you use it.
Absolutely use it. Again, the more we can do to support our liver, the better it's going to serve us when it comes to cleaning the toxins out and burning fat. The liver has like 538 different jobs. And it does triage what's most important. Well, burning fat's kind of low on the totem pole. So if we don't support the liver, then we will get stuck. I'm doing liver detoxes and liver flushes and all sorts of stuff because I have a liver issue. Not because I drank alcohol, but because I took Tylenol, interestingly enough. But anyway, there's that is one of the important things about the detox tea. For people who have experienced other detox teas, a lot of them have a cleansing effect. You flush toxins when you take those teas, and this one is not like that. So a lot of people are like, it's not working because it's not causing them to take out the trash early in the morning when they wake up after they drink it. And you can drink it any time of the day. You can drink it cold, you can drink it hot. It doesn't really matter. I try to do it at night because our body naturally detoxes while we sleep. So if you like a hot tea at night, or you like to just sit with a cup of something, that's great. If it's something that you prefer iced, make it ahead of time, put it in the refrigerator, drink it whenever you want to.
Great. I love that. And I'm reading the chat and I want to point this out. Thank you, Bill, for this comment. He said people are cheating themselves by leaving the PM out. The benefits are amazing when we put them together in the same day. So I did see somebody else say they wake up several times a night with 1 p.m. So I would do what Dee Dee suggested, and I would take it either with your AM or just earlier in the day, just to help you chill out, help control your cortisol levels, and not take it right before bedtime. But I agree with Bill. The benefits of that capsule, fit it in your day somehow, for sure. Let's see, Heather's question, can you talk a little bit about the new product that some of us have, how and when to take that also? So the Shilajit, did I say that right?
We did.
I got mine in the mail this week, and yes, I'm kind of like Heather, like, when do I take it? I took mine with lunch today, and I could tell, like, it did give me like an afternoon boost of energy, which I wasn't mad about. So I'd love to hear a little more about that too.
Well, since this is kind of a pre-launch, this was like, the test run. We all get to be the guinea pigs. But the benefits of Shilajit we know, and the benefits of Graviola we know. And I think the one thing that I'm hearing everybody say is it just like it levels up, right? You're just taking it up a notch. Energy, clarity. This was great. Somebody said it's like you just clean the windshield on your car. Like I just cleaned the windshield on my brain. But yes, I take it in the morning. You don't have to. I did take it at night the first night, and I like to say that's why I didn't wake up sore after that 7 hours working outside, because I had all that extra anti-inflammatory effect from the Graviola. But one of the things that Shilajit is known for is cognitive function and restoring cognitive function. So again, I can't talk about disease conditions, but you can sure go research it. It's really exciting, some of the studies that they're doing with Shilajit. I can't even say it now.
Shilajit.
No. Shilajit and cognitive function. But it also, it's got the fulvic acid in it, but it also has the trace minerals in it. And I do want to speak to where our Shilajit comes from, because there's a lot of concern, like some of the Shilajit's not clean. You find it in the Himalayan mountains. That's where most of it is harvested from. But we have harvested it 17,000 feet. So a lot of it is just the low hanging fruit, so to speak. It's down low, and it can be more contaminated. But at 17,000 feet, it is not only more pure, it is also more potent. So I'm just excited to see what it's going to do for us, honestly.
Awesome. Yeah, and Dory said that it would help with I have low testosterone, low progesterone, the hormone levels, just to help kind of boost those. So we'll see. I'm going to do some updated blood work, and we'll find out later. Bill said that he's lost 3 pounds in the last 3 days since starting the Shilajit.
Wow.
He has chronic fatigue syndrome, and it helps this unbelievably. Oh, wow. Energy has been off the charts. That I did notice a very large boost in energy. So yeah, if you need like an after lunch boost or a morning boost, I would take it then.
Yeah, I think it's not just energy, it's energy with a purpose. Like I've been doing things that have needed to be done for a long time, and I look at them like, I don't feel like doing that.
Like cleaning out your closet.
Yeah. So I think we have energy and like really clear focus. But I'm looking forward to hearing from everybody. So for Heather and other people that are trying it out, please keep us posted in the Facebook groups. Let us know what you're seeing. It'll be, I'm going to say 10 weeks. It's probably going to be closer to 8, and it might be sooner than that, but it's going to be about that long before our next run. But that one will be a full production run, and it will be available to everybody then.
Awesome. Okay. So that was exactly what I wanted. Like, short and sweet, going over the products, the benefits of the products. We have a lot of our social retailers here, but we're also going to have customers watching this, and potential customers, and then also potential social retailers. So if you are interested in the products, get with your Agravitae human and make sure that you order with them. And then if you're interested about becoming a social retailer, you can actually get upgraded for free, right? If you order the perfect pack or the starter bundle, Tim can upgrade your people for free if they're wanting to share these products with their networks as well. Dee Dee, do you have anything? I know you can probably make that sound way better than me.
Oh, you did great. I will say that free upgrade is kind of a limited thing. I don't know how long we will have that available, but I do know that right now that is an option. And if somebody signed up last week for the perfect pack and they wanted to upgrade, I think we could make that happen.
Perfect. We're going to keep Tim busy.
Yes, we are.
All right, y'all. Any more questions that y'all can think of while we're on here? Like I said, this was just something Dee Dee offered today. And I said, thank you so much. I'd love to get on a Zoom with you. And she is just a wealth of knowledge. I've learned so much from her. I've learned so much from Dory, and everyone's been so, so helpful. And we're just going to continue learning and sharing. I'm super excited about where things are going. And I'll tell you this, the one-on-one check-ins with our team members and with my customers that are taking these products, even 6 months later, I'm still in shock how well they work. And I take my AM capsule every morning and I think, is it still going to do what it does? And it does. And I am just so, so happy. And so really that is the joy that I have in having those check-ins. And I'm talking the majority of the feedback is very, very good. And so I'm a firm believer in the product that we have here. And that's why I'm excited to share it. And I hope y'all are as well. And if you don't have it yet, you need to get with your person and get it. And I genuinely believe it is a lifesaver for me. And I know that it will be for so many. So let me see. One more question. What about the skincare? Any promos on the skincare? I don't think we have any on the skincare right now. But I will say I really love the collagen. It's like a unscented moisturizer. It's really nice. The moisturizing vitamin C, the eye treatment, it feels very high end, very luxurious, very top quality. And I've been digging in on the ingredients of the skincare, and I've been very impressed so far. But I don't think there's any promotions as of right now on the skincare. Let's see. Any more questions y'all can think of before we pop off? Next time I'll have like a little frequently asked questions, because I do have a lot of the same ones come through, and I'll try to have more of those we can run through. But thank y'all so much for joining us last minute. I really appreciate it. And if you have questions, feel free to, you can ask in our team chat, message me, message your Agravitae person, and we'll help you as best we can. Dee Dee, you good?
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you soon.